Imagine visiting South Korea for the first time. You hear people describe Korea as a collectivist society, a culture that values harmony, community, family, group identity. But then something strange happens. You walk into a cafe. Half the customers are sitting alone. You see people eating alone, traveling alone, shopping alone, living alone. At first, it feels contradictory. How can a society be so group-oriented and so individualistic at the same time? The answer is that modern Korea is living through a transition that may be one of the most important social changes in the country's history. For centuries, Korean society was built around groups. Family came first. The community came first. The individual was often expected to adjust to the needs of the group. This was not unique to Korea. Many traditional societies worked this way, but in Korea, these values became deeply rooted. People often define themselves through relationships. Someone was a son, a daughter, a student, a worker, a member of a family, a member of a community. Belonging was important. Responsibility was important. Social harmony was important. For generations, these values helped society function. Then Korea changed. And it changed very quickly. Within a few decades, Korea transformed from a largely agricultural society into one of the world's most modern economies. Cities expanded, technology advanced, education levels increased, global influences arrived, and with these changes came something new: individual choice. People suddenly had more freedom than previous generations, more career options, more lifestyle choices, more opportunities to decide how they wanted to live. The traditional path became less predictable. In the past, life often followed a familiar pattern: study, work, marry, have children, stay with the same company. Today, many Koreans are choosing different paths. Some delay marriage. Some choose not to marry at all. Some leave stable careers. Some prioritize travel. Some prioritize personal happiness. Individual identity has become more important than ever before. Yet the older values never completely disappeared. This is where the contradiction begins. Many Koreans want personal freedom, but they still care about family expectations. They want independence, but they still value belonging. They want self-expression, but they still worry about social harmony. As a result, modern Korea often appears to move in two directions at once. Take family relationships as an example. Many young adults want to make their own decisions. They want freedom over career choices, relationships, lifestyle, yet family approval still matters more than it does in many Western countries. The same pattern appears in workplaces. Employees increasingly want flexibility, work-life balance, personal fulfillment. Yet many workplaces continue to operate according to traditional group-oriented expectations. People are encouraged to be independent, but also cooperative, confident, but not disruptive, individual, but still part of the group. Social media has made this tension even more visible. On one hand, platforms encourage self-expression. People build personal brands, share opinions, show unique lifestyles. On the other hand, social media also increases awareness of social expectations, comparison, judgment, approval. People are encouraged to stand out, while simultaneously worrying about fitting in. This tension affects almost every aspect of modern Korean life: education, work, marriage, friendships, consumer behavior, even personal identity. And yet, this contradiction is not necessarily a weakness. In some ways, it reflects a society searching for balance. Too much collectivism can limit individual freedom. Too much individualism can weaken social bonds. Modern Korea exists somewhere between those two extremes, and perhaps that is why it can be difficult to categorize. Foreign observers often try to place countries into simple categories: individualistic, collectivist, traditional, modern. But Korea often refuses to fit neatly into any one box. It is modern but influenced by tradition, individualistic but still community-oriented, global but uniquely Korean. Perhaps the most accurate way to understand Korea is not as one thing or another, but as a society in transition, a society negotiating between past and future, between freedom and belonging, between personal happiness and collective responsibility. So why do Koreans seem both individualistic and collective? Because modern Korea is trying to keep the strengths of both: the freedom to choose your own path and the connection that comes from belonging to something larger than yourself. Whether that balance can be maintained remains one of the most fascinating questions facing Korean society today.